Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston, or aka the King of Boston, and today we're back with episode 38 of the Detroit Pistons Association, and today we're making some moves. Right now, so we're trying to improve our defense, trying to improve some of our bench scoring, and the first move we're going to do is we're going to take this deal for Terrence Ross. A lot of people wanted me to get Terrence Ross. He's a fun young player, 6-man type, and we traded Brandon Rush in a first-round pick for him. And now we're also going to sign Andrei Kirilenko, who's a very good defender. He doesn't have lockdown defender, but that's not important to me. What's important to me is that he has active hands. And what's the other one? I think he has a racer too. So we're pretty much at this point, we don't have a need for Sean Marion. So we're going to dump Sean Marion for Gustavo Ione. We're going to include a second-round pick in there. It's not a big deal. It's a Lakers second-round pick. And yeah, so anyway, that is pretty much going to sum up our trade deadline. We advanced past and we have a finals rematch against the Denver Nuggets. Now this will be the third to last regular season episode of this, or of year 3, I should say. It might be the fourth to last. It kind of depends. I want next week to be the last regular season kind of episodes, and then start the playoffs the following week. So if I decide to put out 3 videos next week, then there might be 3 episodes. I'm not really too sure yet. But either way, so I do want to talk about some of the moves that I did make and kind of why I made them in this commentary. So let's start out with the Brandon Rush deal. Now, a lot of people wanted me to get Terrence Ross, and it's kind of in the back of my head that I should have gotten Terrence Ross instead of Brandon Rush. And Brandon Rush had not been playing well for me. Terrence Ross is a guy that I knew I could play well with just because I've played with him in my team before. He fits 2K so well. He's an athletic guy, can drive to the rim, and he can shoot the ball. And those guys are like perfect for 2K. Those are like your Rudy Gays, your DeMar DeRozan, well, not DeMar DeRozan, I would say, but like your Rudy Gays, your Andre Iguodala's, your Jason Richardsons, guys like that. And those type of guys are really effective in this game. And I figured a lot of people wanted Terrence Ross. He just won the dunk contest. He's a pretty popular player among the fans. Why not reward my fans? A lot of people wanted him. I said, hey, why not? So anyway, I decided to trade. I believe I traded maybe the Bucks first-round pick, who are like a 7th or 8th seed currently. So that'll be like a mid first-round pick, like late teens. So not a big deal. And considering we got 2 first-round picks back from the Bobcats, I don't find that to be that big of a deal. But look at Terrence Ross here. Triple threat, jab step, pulls up, and gets the 3 to go. I'm actually a better shooter with him than I was with Brandon Rush. And that was supposed to be Rush's thing, was shooting. So it's worked out really well so far. And then the Andrei Kirilenko signing. Now, Andrei Kirilenko is a guy that I have in my online association. He's really good. He is such a good defender. He's a steals and blocks machine. And he really just helps the defensive mindset on our second unit, which was something that we were struggling with. And also, it really left me with no room for Sean Marion. So anyway, I decided to just trade him away. I got Gustavo Ione out of it. And Ione is a guy that I wanted because he was a defensive-oriented center, and I felt that was something we needed, was an interior defender. Andre Drummond's good, but he's a shot blocker. He's not the best low-post defender. And I figured if he ever got hurt, we'd have Gustavo Ione to back him up. Now, Ione right now is not playing. He's in the reserves. He's a little bit upset about that. We have a bit of some chemistry problems. Now, Muhammad has improved, but he's still a little bit upset. I don't know why. He's getting like 33 minutes a game, and I listen to him as a star. And then I believe Gustavo Ione's our only other chemistry problem. Watch this. Cody Zeller, get his ankles broken. I'll talk about Cody Zeller in a second, but anyway, so Gustavo Ione is a bit of an attitude problem too, but that's fine because right now our team chemistry is at 100%, and as long as it does not go down from 100%, I could care less how those guys feel. Obviously I'd like to re-sign Shabazz Muhammad, and I don't know if the way that he feels right now is going to affect whether or not he will re-sign with me in, another 2 years. So, there's that aspect to it, but look at Terrence Ross draining the 3-2, man. I love Terrence Ross. He's so good. But, anyway, so, other than that, I'm not, too interested. I mean, our team chemistry makes everyone +2. So even though Muhammad's like a -2, it's pretty much an even, right where he should be. So his player rating is not really being affected, which is good. So anyway, the team chemistry is doing really well right now, and I think we had a really good trade deadline. We didn't make any big moves, but we just kind of added on to the core, which is nice. So anyway, I'll talk about Cody Zeller for a minute too. Cody Zeller is a guy that we pretty much dumped to Denver because it didn't really fit our system, and I just kind of wanted to get rid of his contract. It was a substantial contract, so I just wanted to get rid of him. I traded him for Doug McDermott, who rarely plays, but he's actually pretty fun to play with. He's a very good scorer. Look at, I got fouled on the 3 there if you didn't notice. But anyway, so Cody Zeller has really blossomed in Denver. He's averaging about 17 and 7, I want to say. He's really become a key part of this team. He doesn't start, though. He comes off the bench, but he's been really good for them. As you can see, Melo was going to hit that 3 right there. But anyway, Zeller's really turned into a nice player for this Nuggets team. Even though he got his ankles broken earlier, still very, very solid young player. So let's get into the gameplay, shall we? So we're up 63 to 48 right now, and it's really been a really good game for our team so far. We've improved a lot defensively since the trade deadline, and even though Gallo hit that 3 there, we're running the fast break, outlet to Brandon Knight on a very nice pass from Dwight Howard, and Knight is able to finish with the lay-in. So now 69 to 55, Howard going to work in the post. Cody Zeller is not that good defensively, so we were able to take advantage of that mismatch whenever Zeller was in trying to cover Dwight Howard. And now 71 to 55, Gallinari with the ball. He's a very good shot creator. Going to work on Melo, hits the nice mid-range pull-up. Gallinari is a player that I really like in real life. You know, I would have attempted to maybe look at him in this association, but, you know, he's kind of on a big contract, and whenever I'm trying to rebuild teams, I try not to hurt myself financially. I like to leave my options open for whatever presents itself, whatever offers and players to kind of present themselves. But anyway, Kirilenko with the ball makes the nice pass to Aaron Kraft, who I mentioned in my last video I'm really starting to learn to shoot with, and he's become a nice spot-up shooter for me. Backup point guard was something that I thought I might try to address at the deadline, but I think we're going to stick with Aaron Kraft for at least this year, and then maybe see where we go from there. Kraft does have a 2-year deal, so we'll kind of see where we go from that. I was going to say that point on. I couldn't decide between saying from there or from that point on. I just kind of said from there. But anyway, 76 to 68. Melo is going to miss the pull-up, but Thomas Robinson is there on the offensive board, and he puts it in. So we go back up to by 10. Maggette with the ball going to work. Dishes it out to Knight. He's going to dish it to Dwight. Dwight's going to try and get a last-second shot up, and he gets it to go. A really nice hook shot. That was from pretty deep. I don't usually attempt shots from that far away with Dwight, but that was very, very good to see. So, anyway, we're up big, 84 to 72, sending a statement to the Denver Nuggets, who are still a very good team. I believe they're second or third in the West at this point. So, a very, very good team. You know, finals rematch, a potential finals preview once again. But look at this right here. Gallinari airballs the layup. I've never seen that in 2K before, but he actually airballed his finger roll. That was pretty funny. I thought I would at least put the replay in there and put the actual play itself. But anyway, 87 to 75, trying to put this team away. Dwight going to work in the post once again, trying to back him down. Dishes it back out to Muhammad, who's going to pop that 3, get it to go. Solid game from Muhammad so far. Brandon Knight's got 11 points. He's looking for Melo. Melo's got the isolation. He's going to pull up and take the 3, and he gets it to go. 31 points for Carmelo Anthony, facing against his former team in Denver, in his former, you know, home arena. But look at the pick and roll right there. That's something that I'm really starting to get good at with the pick and roll with Dwight. I'd like to have the pick and roll kind of like a safety play, like, oh, you know, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Let's try to run a pick and roll, and hopefully we can get 2 points out of it. I'd really like that. I think that'd make our offense a lot better, because sometimes we get in situations like that where we don't really know what to do when we can't run plays. So, anyway, Brandon Knight gets right by Kenneth Farid and ends up getting the nice tomahawk slam. Actually, the sprite slam camera wasn't really working, so I was not able to include that replay in there. But after Farid gets the fast break dunk, I'm looking deep, and I see Dwight, who's going to off the backboard it to himself. Was not able to throw it down, but was able to finish it with the lay-in. Pretty cool right there. Now Muhammad's going to find Brandon Knight on the break for 3. Cash out. We go up by 16 now. Now it's 106 to 92. Knight on the fast break once again. Gives it to Melo for 3, and that is pretty much going to do it. We go up. Actually, that was a long 2, but we go up by 16. 106 left still. Trevor Booker on the inbound, and my game is actually going to freeze right here, as you're going to see. You know, he wouldn't inbound the ball, and I wasn't really know what was happening. So you're going to see in a second I'm going to end up simming to the end of the game, but we're going to end up winning, as you'll see in just a moment. Yep, I do it right there. Sim to the end of the game. We end up winning 108 to 98, and that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So here we go with the player of the game highlights as well as the post-game stats. Big game from Melo. He had 33. Brandon Knight had 4 blocks. That was pretty crazy. So good games by both of those guys. Thomas Robinson, solid 10 and 7. Dwight 14 and 10. Good contributions from our 2 bigs. Kirilenko had 3 rebounds and 2 assists in his debut. Good game from him. I didn't get a chance to catch Terrence Ross's stats. Cody Zeller was held pretty quiet today. Only 2 points, 1 rebound. Did have 4 assists. but I was not really able to get anything going on the offensive end. So anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and as always, I'm out. Peace.